Deep in the heart of the jungle, life pulsed with an untamed energy. Birds called from the treetops, monkeys chattered in the canopy, and insects hummed in an uncoordinated yet rhythmic symphony. Standing beneath the ancient shade of a towering baobab tree, Ethan absorbed it all, his camera resting lightly against his chest. The thick humidity clung to his skin, but he was used to it. The discomfort was a small price to pay for witnessing the wonders of the wild firsthand. Ahead of him, a herd of elephants moved with effortless grace through the dense foliage. His attention quickly locked onto the youngest of the group, a baby elephant that trotted clumsily, often tripping over roots and veering a bit too far from the others. Ethan couldn't help but smile. The little calf's curiosity was a reminder of the innocence of all young creatures, eager to explore the world without fear. His camera followed the baby as it ventured toward a small clearing where a shallow pool of water shimmered under the filtered sunlight. The calf splashed playfully, its tiny trumpet calls echoing in delight. Ethan crouched, snapping photo after photo, capturing the carefree joy of the moment. Then, as suddenly as the laughter had begun, it ended. The baby elephant froze, its ears flapping wildly as it let out a high-pitched trumpet of distress. Its trunk swung back and forth, its stance uncertain and nervous. The jungle, once alive with sound, fell eerily silent. Ethan felt a wave of unease wash over him. Something was wrong. Then he saw it. A shadow moved stealthily through the underbrush, slithering with a deadly grace. It was a python, a massive, muscular predator, camouflaged perfectly against the jungle floor. Ethan's breath caught as he realized its target, the baby elephant. The snake's movements were slow, deliberate, its unblinking eyes locked onto its prey. Every instinct in Ethan's body screamed at him to do something, to call out, to startle the baby into running back to its herd. But he knew better. Interfering in the wild was dangerous, not just for him, but for the animals too. He could only watch as the scene unfolded. The strike came in an instant. The python lunged, wrapping its powerful coils around the calf, tightening with terrifying force. The baby elephant screamed, its tiny body thrashing against the crushing grip. Ethan's hands trembled as he lifted his camera, documenting the unfolding horror. His stomach twisted in helpless frustration. He had seen nature's harsh realities before, but this felt different. The calf's cries weakened, and a deep ache settled in Ethan's chest, a pain that went beyond witnessing an animal in distress. It was the same helplessness he had felt once before, when the person he loved most had slipped away, beyond his reach. Before he became a wildlife photographer, Ethan's world had been a small, predictable bubble. He had grown up in a sheltered, controlled environment, where every street looked the same and adventure was something found in books, not real life. That all changed when he met Mel. She was fearless, a whirlwind of energy who lived without hesitation. She pulled him out of his comfort zone and into a world he never thought he would experience. One of wild landscapes, endless horizons, and breathtaking uncertainty. Their love was a journey of its own, but it was cut short. Mel's sudden illness and passing had shattered him, leaving him lost in grief. For months, he retreated from the world, drowning in memories. Then, one day, he found her journal, a collection of sketches, notes, and reflections from their travels. Her words, so full of life, reignited something in him. He promised himself he would continue exploring, not just for her, but for himself. That promise had brought him here, to this jungle, to this moment. But as he stood watching the baby elephant struggle, the weight of loss returned. Nature was beautiful, but it was also merciless. He felt trapped between the past and the present, caught in the helplessness of witnessing another life slipping away. But then, the earth began to tremble. A distant rumble grew into a deafening roar. The baby elephant's mother was coming. Bursting through the dense vegetation, the mother elephant charged, her massive frame moving with unstoppable force. Behind her, the rest of the herd followed, their trumpeting calls shaking the jungle. The python, sensing the danger, hesitated for just a moment, but it was too late. The mother elephant struck with raw power, slamming her trunk against the snake's thick body. The predator recoiled, its coils loosening from the baby. But the herd didn't stop. They closed in, surrounding the snake with coordinated fury. With powerful stomps and fierce swings of their trunks, they attacked, overwhelming the python in a storm of dust and rage. The snake twisted and thrashed, but against the sheer might of the elephants, it stood no chance. As the final blow landed, the jungle fell into a stunned silence. The python lay still, its reign of terror ended by the strength of a mother's love and the unity of the herd. The mother elephant turned her attention back to her calf, nudging it gently with her trunk. The baby, still trembling, let out a small, fragile trumpet, pressing close to its mother for comfort. One by one, the other elephants gathered around them, forming a protective circle. Together, they began to move, retreating into the jungle, their victory cries fading into the distance. Ethan remained frozen, his camera hanging uselessly from his neck. He had come to the jungle to honor Mel's memory, to capture the beauty of the wild as she had seen it. But what he had just witnessed was more than just a dramatic moment of survival. It was a lesson, a reminder of the power of unity, of the strength found in standing together. Alone, the baby elephant had been vulnerable, but with its herd, it had been saved. As he watched the last of the elephants disappear into the greenery, Ethan felt something shift within him. The past would always be a part of him, but he wasn't alone. He still had the world to explore and stories, like this one, to tell. Elephants are among the most extraordinary creatures on Earth, embodying intelligence, empathy, and resilience. Their complex social structures mirror those of humans in many ways, with deep family bonds and an unwavering commitment to protecting one another. They mourn their dead, celebrate births, and recognize familiar faces even after years of separation. Their memories are legendary, allowing them to navigate vast landscapes in search of water and food, recalling paths taken by their ancestors generations before. Beyond their intelligence, elephants are also highly emotional beings, expressing joy, grief, and even a sense of humor. Watching them interact, whether playfully splashing in a river, comforting a distressed family member, or working together to overcome obstacles, is a humbling reminder of the depth of their consciousness. More than just gentle giants, elephants are also vital to the ecosystems they inhabit. As they travel across forests and savannas, they act as ecosystem engineers, shaping their environments in ways that benefit countless other species. By uprooting trees, they create open spaces that allow new vegetation to grow, supporting a diverse range of wildlife. Their dung, rich in nutrients, serves as a natural fertilizer and helps disperse seeds across vast areas, ensuring the survival of numerous plant species. Even their footprints become tiny ecosystems, collecting water that provides a temporary home for insects and amphibians. Without elephants, entire ecosystems would suffer, highlighting just how crucial they are to the delicate balance of nature. Yet despite their importance and intelligence, elephants remain under constant threat from poaching, habitat destruction, and human-wildlife conflict. Their numbers have declined drastically in recent decades, pushing conservationists to fight tirelessly for their protection. The ivory trade has been a devastating force, driving these magnificent animals toward endangerment, yet they continue to persevere. Organizations and individuals around the world are working to secure their future, proving that when people come together, just like a herd of elephants, remarkable things can be achieved. These giants of the wild remind us of the beauty and fragility of our planet, urging us to be better stewards of the natural world.